Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, if you've been paying attention to the NFL lately, you know that the Cleveland Browns are once again at the center of some intense discussions, especially when it comes to their upcoming game against the Baltimore Ravens. And let me tell you, this matchup is shaping up to be one of the most anticipated of the season. The Browns, coming off a narrow loss in Week 1 against the Cincinnati Bengals, are eager to prove that they're not just a team fighting to stay relevant, but a serious contender that can take down some of the league's top teams. And when you look at what's happening around the AFC North, it's clear that there's a shift in power, a sort of chess game unfolding right in front of our eyes. The Ravens, fresh off a high-octane game that saw them drop a heartbreaker 41-40 to the Bills, are hungry to bounce back, and they're bringing some serious firepower with them. One of the key storylines heading into this game is Derrick Henry, the Titans' star running back who's been making headlines recently. Henry is known for his physical running style, his ability to break tackles, and his knack for racking up yards after contact. But what's really caught everyone's attention is the confidence coming from the Browns' safety, Grant Delpit. When asked about how tough it is to bring down a guy like Henry, Delpit didn't hold back. He simply said, "Not hard." Now, that's a bold statement, especially considering the reputation Henry has built over his career for being one of the most punishing runners in the league. But that's not just trash talk. It's a message of confidence from the Browns' secondary, who believe they can contain Henry and limit his impact on the game. And just to give you a little context, Cleveland's social media team took Delpit's comment and ran with it, posting a clip of him leveling Henry in last year's matchup. That quick clip went viral among Browns fans, sparking a lot of buzz and some friendly banter. But of course, Derrick Henry didn't let that slide. When asked about Delpit's remark, Henry responded with a calm but pointed reply, "Yeah, I saw that. His coach had a quote. He had a quote, 'We'll see on Sunday.'" Now, what Coach Henry was referencing isn't entirely clear. It could be Baltimore's defensive coordinator Jim Schwartz, who's been praised for his defensive schemes and his ability to adapt to different opponents. Schwartz, meanwhile, has only praise for Baltimore's ground attack overall. He called them the best run team in the NFL, emphasizing that it's not just Derrick Henry, but also Lamar Jackson with his scrambles and designed quarterback runs that make Baltimore's rushing attack so dangerous. Schwartz made it clear that Cleveland's defense will have to be at its best. They'll need to do a good job on Lamar Jackson's scrambles, and more importantly, tackle Zay Flowers, who's been a key playmaker for Baltimore. Flowers gets the ball in a variety of ways, whether through quick throws or jet sweeps, and he's someone the Browns can't afford to overlook if they want to win this game. Schwartz's message is clear. If Cleveland can execute their game plan, contain the run, limit those big plays, and be disciplined on defense, they'll have a shot at pulling off an upset. After all, last week's game against Cincinnati showed us what the Browns are capable of when their defense is firing on all cylinders, holding the Bengals to just 7 net yards in the second half and only 141 yards total. That's a dominant defensive effort, and it's what fans have been clamoring for all offseason. But despite that impressive defensive showing, Cleveland still fell short, losing by just 1 point, 17-16. And that's left the team with a feeling of what if? Because Schwartz pointed out that they left some plays on the field early in the game. He emphasized that the first drive of the game was a disappointment and that the team needs to start faster. The numbers tell the story. Out of the first 14 snaps of that game, Cleveland only won 2, and that set the tone for the rest of the game. Schwartz and the coaches have made it clear they want a faster, more aggressive start this week. That's going to be crucial against a Baltimore team that's shown it can pile up yards and points in a hurry. Now, let's talk about the betting odds and the general perception around this game. The Browns are considered underdogs by more than 10 points, which might seem harsh given their recent performance, and their history of fighting tough against division rivals. But the players themselves, like cornerback Denzel Ward, aren't buying into the narrative that they're just cannon fodder in this matchup. Ward, a Pro Bowl caliber corner, said it's disrespectful to be seen as such a big underdog, but he's also quick to add that they're ready to go in and take care of business regardless. Cleveland's mindset is to go in there with confidence, to fight against the odds, and to prove that they're better than what the betting lines suggest. The last 6 games between Cleveland and Baltimore have been pretty evenly split, with the Browns winning some and the Ravens winning others. Last year, Cleveland managed one of those wins, which adds some extra motivation for the team to try and even the series again this season. Despite finishing with a 3-14 record last year, the Browns have been steadily building, and this game could be a turning point for them, especially if they can contain Derrick Henry and keep Lamar Jackson in check. The defensive strategies that Schwartz is implementing are designed to do just that, to limit the big plays and force Baltimore into uncomfortable third-and-long situations. That's how a team like Cleveland can turn the tide and pull off a victory. Looking ahead, the AFC North is shaping up to be one of the most competitive divisions in the league this year. The Ravens are a formidable opponent, and their offense, especially with Lamar Jackson and Zay Flowers, presents a unique challenge for any defense. The Browns, on the other hand, have shown resilience and a knack for keeping games close, even when they're underdogs. Their defense, which was a bright spot last week, now has to step up even more, especially in containing the run. And it's not just about stopping Derrick Henry, it's about controlling the entire rushing attack of Baltimore, which is a blend of power and speed that can wear down even the best defenses if not contained. This upcoming game isn't just about winning or losing, it's about setting the tone for the season. A win against Baltimore would send a powerful message across the league and among Browns fans that this team is ready to compete at the highest level. It would validate the hard work the coaching staff has put in, especially Jim Schwartz, who's known for his aggressive, disciplined defenses. And for the players, it's an opportunity to show that they can rise to the occasion, that they can handle the pressure, and that they're not just here to compete but to contend. So, Browns fans, this game is huge. It's a test of resilience, strategy, and heart. The Browns have the talent, the coaching, and the motivation to pull off this upset, but they'll need to execute perfectly. Every tackle, every play call, every moment of focus will be crucial. Keep an eye on how they handle Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson, because those are the key players who can change the game in an instant. And remember, this rivalry isn't just about this week. It's about the bigger picture, the division, the playoffs, and maybe even a run toward the Super Bowl if everything clicks into place. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Cleveland Browns news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. As we look ahead to the game day, the atmosphere at the stadium is going to be electric. Browns fans are known for their passionate support, filling the stands with orange and brown, ready to cheer their team on. The players know this, and they'll be fueled by that energy. It's not just about X's and O's, it's about pride, history, and proving everyone wrong who counts Cleveland out. This team has a chance to turn the page, to prove that last year's struggles are behind them, and that they're here to stay. And let's not forget the importance of the coaching staff, especially Jim Schwartz. His aggressive defensive schemes are designed to disrupt the rhythm of teams like Baltimore, and his emphasis on discipline and execution will be tested to the max. The Browns' defensive line, linebackers, and secondary all have roles to play in this chess match, and success will depend on their ability to work together and adapt on the fly. Schwartz's experience and strategic mindset could very well be the difference maker in this game. On the offensive side, Cleveland will need to be smart and efficient. They'll have to protect their quarterback, manage the clock, and capitalize on scoring opportunities. But ultimately, it's about defense, containing Lamar Jackson's scrambles, shutting down Zay Flowers' playmaking ability, and forcing Baltimore's offense into uncomfortable situations. If the Browns can do that, they stand a real chance of pulling off an upset and gaining momentum early in the season. Now, for all the Browns fans out there, I want you to realize that this isn't just another game. It's a statement. It's a chance to show that Cleveland can compete with the best, and that they're ready to fight for every yard, every point, and every inch of turf. The team has been working hard all offseason, and even in the face of some tough odds, they're ready to step up. This game could be the start of something special if they execute their game plan, stay disciplined, and play with heart. So, as we get closer to kickoff, keep your eyes on Derrick Henry and the Ravens' rushing attack. Watch how Cleveland's defense responds to that challenge. Pay attention to the discipline and focus of the Browns' secondary, especially against a talented receiver like Zay Flowers. And remember, it's not just about the stars, it's about the entire team coming together, executing their roles, and believing that they can win. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this game? Do you believe the Browns can pull off the upset? Who do you think will be the key players? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news. This season is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and we're here to cover every moment with you. Thanks for watching, and as always, let's go Browns!